we're going to get to volume profiles by request, and we are first going to look at TLT, brought to you by Velashy 51. TLT puts. I like the specifics on that. Yeah, I see. I agree with you, TLT puts. We broke down from the point of control. We're going to be flying through, not flying, but we're going to be, as the key word this week is meandering through this volume profile. We will continue to use this point of control as a resistance. That's 106.26. We are down pre-market into this little thin zone. I think we could squeeze out a little more today to right down to 303 on the dot, and that's that next bar of support. Next up, IG is looking at DB bearish. So for a longer term, I don't see DB as bearish. I see DB getting up to about 1150, 12. We did produce a really nice volume bar, developing value areas up in the highs, which is bullish. That means that traders like the stock to the upside. Tried to break this thin zone, but we got saved by this Fibonacci level here. So it broke really nice Fibonacci levels, kind of retested. I see this one as bullish up to about 1150. And then Boston Mindy is talking about Boyle. So Boyle, this is going to be a reviz because we were looking at Boyle on Pump Up the Close, my show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We were looking at this one to the downside live on the show. It started to break the point of control, and I told all of the viewers to be short this one weeks ago. So again, Boyle continuing to use that point of control. You could see when you break down from the point of control, it's very hard to get above that level because it's resistance. So this one, it is trading right around its value area low, even a little out of it at 25.32. Breaking this range, you're going to want to, it's going to be another value area breakdown. It's pretty bearish looking for the stock. We're going to bring on Chris Johnson. Chris, we talked about TLT puts. DB is looking bullish to me, and Boyle just continues to use that point of control as resistance. So it's going to be a pretty tough break for that one. What are you seeing?
God, this is a tough one. First of all, I threw DB out. Sorry about that, Voz. But get me Shaw's 10-foot pole, and I'm not going to touch right now Deutsche Bank, Credit Suisse, anything over there. The European financials just, between Boyle and TLT, I like both of them, to be honest with you. I'm looking at TLT for a trade myself. Point of control, 20-day moving average. You got an easy 5% down to the 100 level, and we just talked about bonds with Garrett. So I think that's where I find this. Natural gas is... Holy cow, the whip we had last week, I don't know if I want to go long natural gas or short because you could get whipped out of a trade real quickly. But I like this TLT. I think you go at the money and you go out to February. Keep it easy, buy some time. Don't buy space on this because bonds tend to trend.
All right, so CJ, we're looking at some at the money puts, and what date are you looking at? Out to February?
Yeah, you go out to the February monthly. So you're on the Feb 16s on that, and trying to pull up a price that you're going to pay on those. It's going to be around 320, 325. So,
okay.
And you can always, let me give you a little Swiss Army trade here. Look at the TBT. Flip it around and look at the TBT, which is the inverse, and the options are going to be cheaper because it's like $29.
Ooh.
So you look at the TBT, $29.12. It's sitting under its 20-day moving average. I'm guessing you're going to tell me volume profile. Go.
Now, wait a minute. So this one we'd be going long in TBT.
Correct. You'd be buying a call here. Yep.
I like this a lot. CJ, check this out. Now, this is a thin zone that I'm talking about. We have, we're right in it. I have an upside target. We're looking at 30.50 in TBT. That's your first target to the upside. So how would you play this?
I'd give you one better, and I take it up to 32.65. You trade this with the 30 calls, and you still go out to February. I mean, this is a leveraged inverse right now, so you're going to juice up your trade a little bit, but go ahead and buy the time as well. I mean, why not? If you look at that option, you go out to February on this and realize that I trend, and we'll talk about this on the long and short today. I'm trading the trend that's developing here. I'm not going to trade it for the next, 50 cents. You look at the 30s right now in Feb, and you're looking at an option that's $2.66, $2.66. But now you've got that extra little leverage to get you up to 33 bucks. So you're $3 intrinsic. And if you hit that in the next couple of weeks, you can play it out. You don't lose a lot of time value because you bought the Febs.
Look at you, Chris Johnson. Really clever today. I love that you took the flip on there. And we also saw a better trade setup for a better price. All right, Chris,
There you
thank
go.
you. We're going to drop that in the chat like it's hot.